I grew up in a family of faith, and we went to Mass almost every morning. I can remember in the summertime my mother coming in the room and saying, "Jenny, you want to go to 6 o'clock Mass with me?" And I said, "Yes." And I thought it was so exciting to live the day fully. Well, that continued. I loved the fact that we could help each other in the family, in the community, in the church. And I loved the fact that there was a community sense in our local parish church. Well, the sisters were a big part of that. The Sisters of Providence when I was young, and then the Sisters of St. Benedict when I got to Mater Dei. And when I got to Mater Dei, I found that the sisters were very real. When Sister Mary Walter rolled her head back and just laughed and laughed and laughed, I said, I think I want to be like her. When the sisters, they were probably most of the young sisters at Mater Dei, but I got to know them and I loved them. And I said, you know what? This lifestyle might be it. From the time I was in 4th grade, people told me that they thought I had a religious vocation, and I always told them, oh no, I like boys. And they said, good. And I couldn't understand that. But I think it was because they said, you know, we don't want somebody who doesn't like people to be a sister. We want somebody who has a natural inclination to love. We want somebody who wants to serve. So try it out, think about it. And then when we were in high school, nine classmates from Mater Dei chose to come to this monastery. And it was fabulous. Father David got us together and we had all kinds of meetings, and you know, it was almost like a community within itself. And so that was part of it. And the other part of it, I think, was my mom. She said that she had considered for a bit the possibility of being a nun. And she was wonderful. And she encouraged me without pushing me. And that made a difference. And I'm an identical triplet, and one of my other sisters chose to come. And I think that made it easier, because it wasn't like I was going to be all by myself or not have any familiarity here. So we both came together. And I don't know, I know another thing was that I always wanted to be a teacher. I thought that being a teacher was so godlike, because we could help form the minds and attitudes of young people. And many of the Sisters of St. Benedict were teachers, and so that was a big thing. And at the time, we talked more about, we didn't really talk about being monastic. And so after I got here, I wondered, oh, was I really supposed to be in an apostolic community? But what I've found is that the stories about our Benedictine saints talked about these women getting on their horse and taking off and going into the community and doing great things, and that's how they were remembered. So I guess I got the sense that you are grounded in prayer and grounded in community, and that gives you the strength and the impetus to go out and to serve. So that's sort of what brought me here, and what keeps me here is much the same. I find community, I find these values of hospitality and prayer and worship, and it's exciting. And so we live day by day, and we try to seek God with one another and live the best we can.